Hey there, I'm meteorologist Jeff Jamison with a quick update on what we're expecting later on today and tonight as a winter storm warning is going into effect in our far northwestern counties at noon, and then for the rest of North Texas, including the Metroplex, by 3 o'clock. So let's get started by taking a look at one of our computer models that we often mention, and thanks to WeatherBell for the graphics here this morning. This is the NAM, and so once again we'll kind of march through time. You can see the time here. I'll stop this at 3 o'clock this afternoon. The colors of orange on this map indicate where we have sleet, probably mixed with some freezing rain as well, and then the blue color indicates some snow. So in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, we're still looking at that freeze line north of the Metroplex, but our northwestern counties will already be beginning to see that rain changing over to a little bit of sleet and freezing rain. Advance this another 3 hours. This is 6 o'clock this evening, and here is the Metroplex where I'm putting the pointer, and you can see the freeze line basically right on top of us at 6 o'clock this evening in the Metroplex. That means for the evening rush hour, we could see a little bit of icy patches beginning to develop in our northern counties in the Metroplex, Wise, Denton, and Collin counties. And then it's really going to be after sunset that we expect to see most of the freezing precipitation for the Metroplex. I'll step forward one more here as we go in toward the 9 o'clock hour tonight, and then you can see a wider spread area of freezing rain and sleet over North Texas. In fact, after sunset, it's going to be pretty much all freezing precipitation on and off throughout the rest of the night into the early morning hours on Thursday. In fact, this is midnight tonight. Widespread sleet beginning to change over to snow late. Here's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're getting more snow than anything as this all winds down tomorrow morning. In fact, by sunrise, most of the activity pushes off to the east. That's the NAM. Let's take a look at the GFS. Same type of story. Again, the northwestern corner of North Texas gets the freezing precipitation first. This is noon today, and we're beginning to see the switch over closer to Wichita Falls and up into Monterey County. We'll advance this 6 hours. Here we go for 6 o'clock this evening, and the GFS is showing the freeze line. Here, this red line right on top of the Metroplex. But again, we'll see the switch over earlier up in Denton, Wise, and Collin counties for the rush hour. May even begin to see some icy spots as early as 4 or 5 o'clock in those areas, and then the rest of the Metroplex sees the widespread changeover to sleet and freezing rain by around 7, 8 o'clock tonight, and then this is midnight, still widespread sleet, beginning to change over to snow, and that snow pushes out of the area by sunrise tomorrow. Here's a look at all the different Schreff models. This is the predominant type of precipitation we're expecting. Starting here, the green line, this is all rain, and this is this afternoon at 3 o'clock. It's showing that predominantly still rain in the Metroplex at 3. But then as we get towards 6 o'clock this evening, we're beginning to see freezing rain becoming the most prevalent type of precipitation. By around 9 o'clock tonight, we're looking at ice, so sleet, and that continues in toward midnight, and then snow takes over in this blue color here as we make our way into the overnight hours, and then everything comes to an end tomorrow morning. Now take a look at how much snow all the Schreff models are forecasting. The average here, this black line, is about close to 2 inches of snow between this evening and to tomorrow morning. But all these other lines here indicate different Schreff members which are forecasting greater than 2 inches of snow. In fact, one of the models predicting close to 6 inches of snow. That's an outlier at this point, but I do think a good forecast for a sleet-snow combination tonight is going to be 2 to 4 inches. And again, that's also mixed in with a little bit of freezing rain and a lot of wind, by the way, as well. Going to be windy, just bitter cold evening. Taking a look at some of the other computer models and what they're forecasting for snow, the average here is this white line, and all the computer models, the NAM, the GFS, the RAP, indicating that we'll see about 2 inches of snow during this event later on tonight. We'll scroll down to sleet and freezing rain. The freezing rain accumulation average is about 5/100ths of an inch, but then we're also looking at about 1/4 of an inch of sleet. So we're going to get all of it, freezing rain, sleet, and then it all ends as snow overnight tonight. I want to show you the probability from the Schreff that we see at least 1 inch of snow. And you see these colors of orange and red. This is a 90 to 100% chance that we see at least 1 inch of snow later on tonight, and that is taking up a good part of North Texas, especially north and northeast. All of Arkansas, if you're heading up toward Memphis or southern Missouri, it's going to be a huge mess already starting now and all the way through the night tonight. So here's the winter weather, winter storm warning. This is from the National Weather Service. You see, first of all, the winter storm warning in these purple counties starts at noon. 2 to 4 inches of sleet and snow possible. In the kind of the aqua color here, including the Metroplex, the winter storm warning beginning at 3 o'clock today and going through noon tomorrow. Could see that up to a 1/4 inch of ice and 3 inches of sleet and snow. And then farther to the south, it's a winter weather advisory for Corsicana, Athens, Palestine, Fairfield, down toward Waco, forecasting a little bit less accumulation, but still there will be impacts on the roads. There will be impacts on the roads starting as early as late this afternoon, this evening in our northern counties, and then transitioning to a widespread area later on tonight into tomorrow morning. And with temperatures falling all day into the 20s after the sun goes down, anything that falls is going to be frozen and stay that way through tomorrow morning. So we'll keep you updated. We'll keep looking at all these computer models and new information as they come in. We'll have a complete update on the air, CBS 11, and of course online, cbsdfw.com.